I'm a bit of an idiot, so excuse me for starting the recording of this video after I'd gotten them built and undercoated, so no shots of the grey plastic models here. To start, I've been loving using coloured spray base coats to make shadows, and this was my first time using colour-forged spray paints, Imperial Purple in this instance. I'll mount all the models on this old bit of cardboard using some blue tack to stick them to the card. I live in a forest, and I'm fortunate enough to have a little Juliet balcony with which I can do my spray painting from. Love that view. Anyway, I normally give the spray a quick test, especially if it's not a colour I've used before. And here I'm doing it on a piece of spare card. If you've not spray painted before or are somewhat new to the hobby, you might be tempted to just hose the models with the spray can in a continuous motion, but I would advise against that. Do not do that. Just do short bursts moving side to side until you've completely covered the models. I find in bright light sometimes I have to bring the models back inside to see if I've missed any spots, and then I just pop another bit of spray on them. Look at that purple, I love it. Now the main base shadow color is down. I'm going to build up the color with a gradient, and here I'm going to use an airbrush. If you're looking at speeding up your base coating, then I would somewhat recommend looking at getting an airbrush, but it's not without its flaws. You have to get used to doing a lot of maintenance with your airbrush, which can really be a hassle. I'll share my thoughts on airbrushing another day. Anyway, here I'm going to use Inky by Darkness mixed with some airbrush thinner as the base armor color, and then I'm going to build up that green turquoise color on top of it. It's going to look beautiful. I'm going up next to Kabalite Green, and then finally mixing in a bit of Cyberite Green to get a really nice gradient. With the main colors down with the airbrush, next I'm going to go for some very light and fine dry brushing here to highlight the edges. I'm using Gauss Blaster Green here. You could edge highlight these.
What? No.
But edge highlighting takes hours, and I find for rank and file troops, quick highlights using dry brushing more than does the job. I use the Artis Opus dry brushing technique for my dry brushing. It's hands down the best way to dry brush. And I'm using their dry brushes here, but you do not need the Artis Opus dry brushes. I've just overindulged. They are totally worth it in my opinion. I started out using makeup brushes and they will more than do the job. I just gunked mine up and decided to get some nice ones. Here's how they're looking after the dry brush. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to hit them with some gloss varnish. They look really shiny here, but don't worry about that super shininess. We'll get rid of that in a minute. Now, the reason that I've used the gloss varnish at this point is I'm going to not use an acrylic-based paint to hit them and shade them with. I'm going to go with an enamel-based wash. I have used oil washes in the past, but oil washes tend to really darken down the mini overall, and I want this color to kind of pop. So I'm using an enamel pin wash at this stage, and it flows so much better after you've done a gloss varnish. And I'm just going to do the enamel pin wash just into the recesses here to create some shading. Once that's done, I'm hitting it with some matte varnish, and that matte varnish is going to bring that shininess all the way back down so it will look as if, you know, you've just put some acrylic paint on it. Now that's the vast majority of the minis colors done. You could literally just paint the gun and that would probably be good enough to take to like a tournament. But let's go and add a few more of the details on the base coats. First up, I'm starting with the pelts on the waistbands. I'm going all over these with Bugman's Flesh. Next, I'm going to do Rhinox Hide on all the guns. I'm going to do Mechanicus Standard Grey on any of the skin tones. I've been playing a bit of Baldur's Gate 3 recently, so I'm going to go with some like kind of greyish drow skin tones here. Finally, just down to complement the turquoise of the armor, Screamer Pink or Barrack Noir Burgundy on the hair color. And now, with all of the non-metallic colors down, I'm going to put some Rune Lord Brass just on any of the metal details. Now let's start finishing these details up. With the guns, I'm going to make them look like they're made from corrupted wraithbone. So I'm going to hit the top with a heavy stipple of Rakarth flesh. And then I'll do one more stipple of a mix of Rakarth flesh and Pallid Witch flesh. And then finally a light dry brush just over the top with some Pallid Witch flesh. Now let's do the skin. I'll give them a wash with some Drukhari Violet. And then touch them up with some Administratum Grey just to make the faces pop. For the hair tufts, I'll hit them with some more Drukhari Violet shade. And with that, we're almost done. Let's finish up the pelts. I'm going to mix up some Kislev flesh and Bugman's Flesh on my palette for a nice mid-tone. And then I'm just going to paint in a downwards motion, just strokes. It just makes life nice and easy. For the little brass bits across the mini, I'll hit them with some Gilman Flesh contrast paints. Nice and easy to just get the tones right there. Oh, and I completely forgot to do the eyes just on all of the helmeted miniatures. So let's do some Mephiston red, and then I'll layer them up with some Wazdaka red. That's the vast majority of the mini done. We just need to get the base done now. And the base is just going to be really easy. I'm just going to hit them with some Black Legion contrast, and then dry brush the tops with a little bit of Administratum Grey.
And with all that done, here's how they've come out. It's taken me about 7 hours total to get all of these guys done. So relatively quick. Next up, you can see either the vehicles or the incubi. Leave a like and comment below and let me know which one you want to see next. Thanks. Bye.